Kids, it's story time. Let's listen to a story. Today we listen to the story of Somnath and the Talking Tree. In a quiet village surrounded by winding rivers and thick forests, there lived a humble tailor named Somnath. He was known for making beautiful clothes, but his life was very simple, and his sewing tools were old and fragile. One morning, he discovered that his sewing frame had cracked and his scissors were dull beyond repair. I cannot work like this, he muttered, gathering his courage. I must find strong wood to fix my frame. He wandered deep into the forest, where the sunlight danced through the leaves and the birds sang sweet songs. There he saw a magnificent tree, its branches wide as a house, its trunks glowing slightly in the morning sun. He knew in his heart that this was very special, but he was in a hurry. Carefully, he cut a branch from the tree. The instant he snapped, the forest grew quiet. Leaves shivered, and the tree's trunk seemed to be shimmer. Suddenly, the tree began to speak in a gentle, deep voice. Who has taken my branch? Somnath's legs shook. He fell to his knees. Forgive me, great tree, he said. I meant no harm. I only needed a branch to fix my sewing frame and care for my family. Please forgive me. The tree's leaves rustled softly as it nodded. Your heart is honest, and you are truly sorry, the tree said. Because of this, I will grant you one wish. Choose carefully, for wishes are powerful, and careless wish can cause trouble. Somnath bowed again. Thank you, great tree. I will think carefully. He returned to the village thinking hard. What should he wish for? Wealth? Power? Long life? His heart was simple, and he did not know what to ask. First, he spoke to his wife. She was gentle and wise. Somnath, she said, do not let desire cloud your heart. A wish is not a tool to gain everything. Sometimes a simple life brings the most happiness. He nodded, but the thought of wealth and comfort made his mind restless. Next, he visited his friend, the local barber, who dreamed big but worked little. The barber's eyes gleamed as he said, forget kingdoms, they are too much work. A lifetime of riches? Boring. No, you must think bigger. He leaned closer. Ask for 2 heads and 4 arms. Imagine it. You could sew twice as much as clothing as any tailor in the land. Everyone would be amazed. Somnath hesitated. 2 heads? 4 arms? It sounded strange, but the barber's words stirred a longing he could not ignore. Perhaps this is my chance, he thought, and went back to the tree. The forest was quiet as he approached. The tree's trunk glowed softly. I have decided, Somnath said, bowing respectfully. I wish for 2 heads and 4 arms, so I may sew faster and become prosperous. A gentle wind swirled around him. The branches of the trees bent slightly, and in an instant, Somnath's body changed. He now had 2 heads, each with bright, curious eyes, and 4 arms, all ready to sew at once. When he looked into the pool of water, he saw himself reflected with 2 heads and 4 arms. At first, he laughed with excitement. I will be the greatest tailor alive. he whispered to himself. Proudly, he walked back towards the village. Birds flew away, and small animals darted off the path, but he hardly noticed. His mind was full of dreams and admirations and riches. But as he neared the first house, the villagers froze. Children screamed, dogs barked, windows slammed shut. A man with two heads and four arms? They had never seen such a thing. Fear spread quietly. Monster! Demon! Someone yelled. Stones were picked up. Torches were lit. Somnath tried to speak. I am Somnath, your tailor. I mean no harm. But the villagers would not listen. Their fear was too strong. Somnath ran back into the forest, where he wandered alone. Days passed. Somnath could sew faster than anyone, but with no one to sell, no one to admire him. His riches never came. The transformation meant to bring fortune had only brought loneliness. One quiet evening, sitting beneath the glowing tree, Somnath thought carefully. I wanted wealth and greatness, but all I have gained is loneliness. My life was better when I had only my skills, my family, and the village that loved me. With a humble heart, he said out loud, Great tree, I have learnt my lesson. Please return me back to my original self. I do not want riches. I only want a simple life I once had. The tree's branches swayed gently. Your heart is wise now, Somnath, said the tree. A humble heart always finds its way. With a softer shimmer of light, Somnath returned to his normal self. His second head, an extra arm, vanished. He touched his familiar arms and smiled with relief. The next morning, he returned to the village. This time, the villagers welcomed him warmly. They marveled at his skills but saw only the man they had always known. His wife hugged him tightly. His friends cheered. From that day on, Somnath worked happily, sewing with care and patience. He never wanted more than what he needed. And he learned a truth far greater than wealth. Happiness comes from humility, love, and respect, not from greed or unnatural powers. And the villagers sometimes told children the story of a tailor who wished for two heads and four arms, only to discover that the greatest treasure is a simple, grateful heart. Sai Hira Bal.